Hey guys, welcome to Reddit Brew. You know the drill. We're back at it again with the Reddit stories. So let's jump into it, shall we? My entitled mom is mad at me for telling my stepdad about her trying to move out with me. My 18-year-old male birthday is today, and I'm moving out within the next couple of days. My mom is losing it because she won't be able to scream at me for nothing anymore. I'm moving in with my grandpa, who is thankfully letting me stay with him until I can get my own place and get on my feet. I was out with my band to celebrate my upcoming freedom and got home in the evening at around 6. My mom didn't talk to me, and my stepdad just said, "Hi." My mom silently went to their bedroom and shut the door. My stepdad then asked me, "What's next?" I told him what's next is that I'm moving out and leaving them. Earlier that day, my mom screamed at me because she wanted to move out with me, but I'm obviously not letting her because, truth be told, I'm moving out to get away from her. I wasn't sure if my stepdad knew about my mom wanting to move out. I also felt wrong about knowing about her potentially scheming to blindside him. So I told him about our earlier conversation with her demanding to move out with me. He just went silent, then left. About an hour later, I was watching Jurassic Park, and I hear my mom and stepdad arguing. This was the worst argument I've ever heard from them. They were full on screaming at each other. Towards the end of the movie, my mom came into my room and started to scream at me for telling my stepdad about her wanting to move out with me. I wouldn't entertain her. So she ran back to my stepdad and said, "It doesn't matter. He's not letting me live with him anyways." My stepdad replied, "It does matter. You didn't communicate any concerns or anything about this plan of yours, and you were going to just move out and leave me in the dust." They argued more until my stepdad eventually left the house. My mom came to my room and screamed at me again for telling my stepdad about her plan. She said I was disturbing the peace. Then she went outside to smoke. I don't want her moving in with me because she screams at me for the smallest things and constantly uses me as her emotional punching bag. She basically just wants to quit her job and live in my basement so I can support her. I actually find it a little funny that she thinks that I can afford a place with a basement right now. But anyway, I don't really know how to end this post, so I'm going to leave it here. Update: I just moved out of my entitled parents' place. Unsurprisingly, my mom made it so difficult while I was moving. She called one of her friends over and told her that I was moving out. I only heard bits and pieces of my mom and her friend's conversation, but from what I heard, my mom told her friend that she gave me a place to live for 18 years, and now I was leaving without paying her back or paying her rent for the time I stayed there after my 18th birthday. I turned 18 not even 3 days ago. Her friend went off on me, telling me that I should be ashamed of myself and that she doesn't know how my mom got stuck with a kid like me. I wanted to say something back, but I just put my earbuds in and listened to music. A little while later, just before I was leaving, I noticed my mom and her friend were holding a picture of my band. They must have grabbed it out of one of my boxes while I wasn't looking. In costume. We're a Kiss tribute band. I'm Ace Frehley in the band. They were looking at it and laughing and criticizing me. I snatched it back, and my mom said, "I don't know how you're still in that band. They could get a much better guitarist." I said, "I may not be the best guitarist, but at least my band treats me like family." Then I left. My mom and her friend were shouting things at me while I was leaving. My stepdad hasn't come home yet. I texted him and asked him if he was alright, and he said he was staying at his friend's house until he processes the situation. Even though he's a major a-hole, part of me still feels bad. I'm at my grandpa's house now. I still have to get settled, but I'm free. I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders. My grandpa even got me a new flying V for my birthday. I usually play my Les Paul, but the V looks badass. I'm so happy with it. Once again, I don't really know how to end this post, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm so glad that OP is free and got away from his narcissist of a mother. I hope he takes this newfound freedom as an opportunity to work on himself, get some therapy, and go no contact with his mother for good. I hope the stepdad leaves her too, because this woman needs to lie in her bed that she's made, even though she will likely never see anything as being her fault, and will definitely play the "woe is me, my son and ex-husband were so mean to me" victim card to anyone that will listen. At least she'll have to sit with herself, alone, hopefully forever. Deliberately telling my future mother-in-law the wrong name for my baby. I, 23-year-old female, and my fiance, 25-year-old male, are expecting a baby girl next month. We're really excited as this is our first child, and we've been trying to prepare for parenthood. A lot of our family have been helping us with baby stuff and giving us general advice. They're also really super excited for her, especially my future Mill. She's a very stubborn person and hasn't really accepted me as part of the family yet. She always tells my fiance how he could do so much better than me and that he's fallen into the trap of having my child. It's hurt me a lot, and my fiance has had a talk to her about it, but she still hasn't apologized or anything, so I just tend to ignore it now. She's also one of those moms who posts every little detail of her life to Facebook. Like when my fiance proposed, she was straight to Facebook before we could announce it ourselves. Recently, my fiance and I have been coming up with names for our little girl, and we both decided on the perfect name. A few days ago on a phone call, my fiance accidentally slips up by telling my future Mill that we've chosen a name. She's been non-stop messaging us and calling us to find out the name, but we don't want to tell her until the baby is born so that it doesn't ruin the surprise, and the whole of Facebook finds out before we are comfortable telling everyone. She tried guilt-tripping my fiance by telling him how he's hurting her by not telling his own mother the name of her grandchild, that she doesn't love him, and that we, especially me, are gonna try and keep her from seeing the baby. I'm not sure why she would think that, as nothing we have said has suggested it. To stop her from getting on my fiance's back, I wrote a message saying that if she wants to know, she can't post it on Facebook. She agreed, and I told her a fake name. 5 minutes later, into checking Facebook, I can't believe I'm going to be a granny to baby Charlotte next month. So proud of fiance's name and his partner. My fiance was furious and called her and told her that she was wrong to announce it. She said that she was so overjoyed by it that she couldn't resist. He told her how that wasn't even the name and that we aren't gonna tell her until she's born, and then hung up. It's been a few days and my fiance has been getting texts from her saying that she didn't mean it and that I'm the a-hole for telling her the wrong name. Her words were, "Who even tells their Mill the wrong name of their grandchild?" You know, at first, I was thinking to myself, oh, what's the big deal? It's just a name. At the end of the day, everyone's going to find out the name regardless. But then I was like, screw that. Mill clearly just wants attention from Facebook land, and what matters most is that announcing the name is important to OP, the mother of the child, so she should absolutely be the one to do it. And Mill stomping on that request is not okay. Giving fake information to prove a point that she can't be trusted is genius. And I think all blabbing mothers should be handled this way. Middle-aged women and Facebook, man, I tell ya, nothing good ever comes from it. My Mill is also one of those crazy Facebook ladies, but in the sense that she will believe any article she reads. She'll be like, did you see so-and-so company is doing this and that? And she'll add it to her list of conspiracies, even though the article was posted by like The Onion or something like that. But anyway, that is all from me today. I hope you enjoyed these two entitled parent stories. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you want. I truly appreciate when you do, and I will see you in the next Reddit story. Bye!